Sam Maguire says, oh dear, come on, Dan. Sam Maguire says, if you had to be undercover cops for 6 months, what would your name and backstory be? So, shout out to Sam Maguire, who is fucking amazing.
Yes, the GOAT.
I love him. But if you had to go undercover for 6 months, what would you do?
Dreymond Weatherby.
Dreymond Weatherby.
Dreymond Weatherby, you know.
I think that's kind of, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but I think using the word Dreymond as your undercover name kind of works against the fact that you're undercover.
Why?
Because you don't look like your name's Dreymond.
I'll make myself look like I do. Like it is.
Are you going to do that?
Use your imagination.
Put a hat on?
Yeah.
If you had to be an undercover cop for 6 months, your name would be Dreymond Weatherby.
You get caught in the first hour.
Caught? What do you mean caught?
Like by the
name's not the important bit. There's like, I just don't know. How would you even say, I don't understand why Sam's gone for cop, like, because we are not policemen in any way. So we would be the worst. Although,
do you know what?
We're not.
You're right.
Yeah.
You are right.
But we haven't
in
got
no way is anyone in this room a policeman.
You're right. But we have not, we actually could be amazing undercover people because no one would think those fucking idiots that do a podcast are policemen.
Yeah. Until they hear this episode. And now they're like, oh.
But if you had to go into witness relocation, what would you do?
Hide.
Witness relocation. Where would you ask to go?
Oh.
Oh, where? Oh.
Where and what? Because you get a, obviously you want to be Dreymond Weatherby, but where would you go? So you get done for,
his dick's too big.
Yeah, for getting your dick out and trying to bonk your wife, who is a bouncy castle.
And because that happens, I get to go into witness protection.
Yeah. Yeah, but you testify against, a bigger bouncy castle paedophile ring. Because Hillary Clinton's renting out bouncy castles around the Merseyside area.
Yeah. So I go into witness protection.
Where's Dreymond Weatherby?
Hawaii, innit? She goes to Hawaii.
Yeah. In the UK.
It sounds like
Merseyside police are going to be like, right, you're going in with witness relocation. Where do you want to go? Mauritius. Yeah, I know you do, lad.
Want to be a millionaire in Mauritius?
Where's nice in the world? I tell you what, here at Merseyside Police, we really go that extra mile for anyone we're putting in witness relocation.
Are you telling me that if I bust open an international Hillary Clinton ran bouncy castle paedophile ring, that Merseyside police are going to handle that case? It's from Liverpool. It's our case. Fuck you, FBI. Oh. I'd go to somewhere nice and hot. I say that. I like going somewhere off for like a couple of weeks. I don't know whether I'd want to live like 3/4 of a mile from the surface of the sun. You know what I mean?
I wish I'd done it at some point in my ute. I found comedy too early and then I was like, I just want to do this. People keep giving me more cash than I'd get. Like by 24, I was getting more cash than all my mates were a week to go and have a fucking laugh. So at what point was I going to live abroad? But I'd look back now and go, should have just given it a fucking go for a bit.
I'd be tempted to live in New York for a bit.
Yeah.
But, or LA, just to roll the old career dice. But I wouldn't want to move to like fucking Spain. You know,
and just be one of the barbacks or one of the promo people in like Benidorm. That's the obvious choice. My missus lasted 8 days and started having kidney failure and just came home because she had like a panic attack hangover. She was going to go, what's the one in, is it Cyprus? Is it Ayia Napa?
Yeah.
She managed about a week and a half in Ayia Napa. Her and a mate went out and they were like 19.
This Laura?
Yeah. And she drank every night for like 8 days and just had that cumulative hangover. You know, when you like can't function, but she just kept drinking through it. And she said when she got home, her mum was like really upset because her eyes were going a bit yellow. You know, when people have just been hitting the booze, hitting them. It's not hangover eyes. I tell you who looked like this. Rob Mulholland about 5 years ago at the Fringe.
Yeah.
We saw Rob Mulholland towards the end of the Fringe. And Rob Mulholland is one of those mates where you're like, you want him to get into some sort of injury-based, like, hijinks, because it's like, fuck you, Rob. Like at my wedding when he basically went feral, lost a car, lost a girlfriend, and was released back into the wild for 2 days. It's funny. Rob's one of those guys that you want awful things to happen to because you know he can handle it. And it makes a funny anecdote. And it's Rob. You're like, fuck off. It's Mulholland. I saw him. He was so grey in the eyes. My instinct was like, we need to get you out of this bar. We need to feed you. You know, like you see videos of people doing relief work in Africa and they're like, why is this small child
You did it on the Royal Mile.
And then they've like adopted the kid. Like, here, 10 years later, I adopted him and now he's 13. He looks really well. I wanted to do that with Rob Mulholland. Like, I need to take you to a safe place. We need to get you well. He'd gone grey in the eyes. He just looked fucked. Laura had a bit of that going on. So that living abroad's not really the abroad you want to do, is it? That was never the one.
I quite like Liverpool. And I think, you know, I often consider myself quite lucky that I was born in a good city. Imagine being born in like fucking
Preston,
Hertfordshire.
Why do you always say that? Like I don't. Yeah, because I was born in Preston, which is the other cultural capital of the north. Imagine being born where you were born, Dan. Yeah, Adam. What you do is move around and leave.
Yeah, I just couldn't be arsed with that.
Somewhere like Rotherham or something.
It'd have to be an improvement on Liverpool, and that's New York for me. And London's shit.
Yeah, London is shit.
Like
a night out in London is dog shit.
I like London for a week max, like 3, 4, 5 days ideally.
Yeah, then you're done.
And then I'm like, I want to just not have quite this many people.
Well, New York is as busy.
It isn't.
Well, if you're going to London to go to the busy places, New York isn't quiet. Grand Central Station is as busy as Euston.
New York's pretty busy, Mel.
Not as busy as London, in my experience.
Right.
Like Times Square is, yeah, and Broadway. But like, other than that, not really. Like, certainly when I was there, it was a slightly busier Liverpool. That's what it felt like to me.
Imagine if you moved to New York and then what we're going to do with the pod, me in Runcorn. I remember that. Have you heard of The Bugle that Andy Zaltzman did with John Oliver? It was a really popular podcast. Started about 10 years ago and it did amazing numbers. It was one of the first podcasts I listened to, and Zaltzman and John Oliver had obviously started together. And then John Oliver got the gig on The Daily Show. Mm-hmm. Is it The Daily Show that he did?
Yeah.
And his career's just skyrocketed since then.
Great,
and Zaltzman and John Oliver did shows together. They were like a double headers. They were like a writing duo. So they did their own stand-up, but they also did shows together. They were fucking brilliant. And it was sad because on The Bugle, you just literally, it was the audio version of someone's career going fucking great and someone else's career going fine. So if you move to New York, everyone would be like, fucking lad, he's done so well. Adam's living in fucking Brooklyn, amazing. And they still do have a word. They just do it on Zoom every week. It's amazing. Adam's found like a studio in Brooklyn and he goes down. He shares it with fucking Chris Stefano. They've gone in half and half. Yeah. Where's Dan? Still in Runcorn! Getting bitched about by fucking knobheads who work here. Like, I can't move electrics.
We already have.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Twice.
So if you move to New York, you've got to take me with you. Laura, Dan's gone. Where? With Adam.
Laura's coming.
Just because I can't, it cannot be a podcast that's half in New York and half in Runcorn.
Wouldn't you move your family to New York?
Because I've got problems with my sleep. I've moved to a village in Cheshire because I like the fact you get a bit of space
And
and
you
it's
need to Buffalo.
chilled out. What?
Buffalo, like upstate New York.
Upstate New York.
Yeah.
Right.
You just have to commute in.
Yeah. It was amazing what you did there because you were like, oh, upstate New York, but then you picked a city in upstate New York rather than the rest of upstate New York, which is just countryside.
Oh, right.
Why don't you move to another city, upstate New York? You mean just upstate? I'll just move upstate New York, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There's space there,
and
isn't
just commute in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smashed it. Have a Word New York coming very, very soon.
Be great, wouldn't it?
Where would you?
Yeah, obviously, I'd happily move to New York.
I think Austin's where it's at podcast-wise, isn't it, boys? Should we not be part of
Texas? Yeah.
It would be the weirdest move if we went from, after all of the shit that we've gone Texas to scam, if we went Runcorn to Texas.
I would like to live in Texas, you know.
I
reckon I'd fit in there.
How do we make that work? Like, you know,
You're done. That's all you need.
You would. You give off big dick cowboy vibes, I think. Yeah.
Woo!
Plus, you love oil and farmers.
Woo!
That's it.
You're the farmers.
That's what.
You make.
That's what Texas people do. Do you, Texas?
What? Wow!
That's the application form. You test how good you are at doing that.
Welcome to Texas. Can you do with the Texas accent?
Woo, woo, woo!
Okay.
Austin, Texas, motherfucker. From Runcorn, Austin. We gonna run this shit in 6 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
We're always 6 weeks from greatness. Woo! Woo!
That's how they talk.
Dreymond Weatherby. I remember
There's a microphone.
back in the motherfucking day when I was eating some corn on the cob
Back in the motherfucking day.
with my grandma.
Dreymond, where are you right now? Are you Texas? Are you
Austin,
in Texas?
Texas.
Oh, y'all are in Texas now.
Yes.
This is Adam.
Finlay, could you get me the flag, the One Star Lone State flag? Thank you, honey.
Oh, yeah, we've got it.
Come on, Dreymond.
Cut me wide open. I bleed these colors.
You're black. Why are you black? Do a Texas, white Texas. Cut me open. I bleed these motherfucking colors.
Cut me open. I bleed these motherfuckers.
That aneurysm is not far away, is it?
Jelly beans having an aneurysm.
Woo!
Turn into Ric Flair.
Woo! 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 Texas.
You need a gun as well.
Check these out.
Oh, we've got guns here, like.
Are they your Uzis?
Stay down, motherfucker, or I'll kick you in the fucking face.
I don't think we can do more questions. I think we just need to talk to Dreymond.
Ask me anything you want to know.
Dreymond. Are you undercover?
Use it as a cape, and sometimes if I'm having barbecue sauce, I use it as a bib.
Oh, shit.
This is witness relocation.
This is witness relocation. Y'all need
Adam Rowe becomes this.
Yeah, y'all need to stay quiet now. You're in Austin. You're trying to hide from those Merseyside polices.
No, I'm not trying to hide from anybody. I never hid from a goddamn fight in my life. Woo!
Astra stay for BMW. Woo! Adam's gone. Mentally, now Adam's gone.
We've got Dreymond in now, haven't we?
We've got Dreymond. It's time to have a word with with Dreymond and Dan. Talking loads of
Did
shit.
you forget that you win Adam? Then?
Yeah.
Adam and
Oh, shit.
Woo!
That's all you've got is the woo.
and the guns.
Itching me up with me guns.
Who do you vote for there, Dreymond?
I vote for who, based on policy, motherfucker.
Sensible answer. I use the flag of Texas sometimes to get a little barbecue on. Woo! I'm Dreymond. Woo! Who'd you vote for? Well, I vote on policy. It's all about education for me. You seem like a Republican, Dreymond.
No, I changed my mind like the wind. Well, like someone says something I don't like, I'm not voting for this piece of shit anymore. I'll vote for the opposite just to piss you off.
Good. I feel like
my motto is policy, policy, policy.
That is no one's policy. That is no one's motto.
That's my philosophy on life.
My mama always said, life
policy,
is life.
policy, policy.
Policy, policy.
Woo!
Harry and Indie Clone right now are just working away.
It's both a low point and high point of this pod so far today. You okay?
Yeah. I would go to Texas.
I think you do really well. To be honest, it interests me more than New York or LA. which I feel like is a bit like hacky. Not hack, a bit
Take this to match
cliche.
as well.
What?
Take this to a Texans game.
Yeah.
Woo!
Dog shit. Dog shit, by the way. It was the draft last night. That's good fun.
Was it? Did you watch it?
I recorded it and watched it this morning.
Was it good?
It was all right. Few trades here and there. Exciting. First
I
3
love the
picks were
movie
pretty
Draft
standard.
Day.
Yeah,
It's really good. Supposed to teach you shit about it, doesn't it?
Everyone boos Roger Goodell, the commissioner. That's like the banter. Whenever he turns up, even though he does every pick in the first round, he's there the whole time. He introduces everyone. The fans just give him shit, boo him. I don't know, like, obviously he hands out fines and everything. And then you've got all the players backstage and they're in different booths now. They can't be anywhere near each other because of COVID. And then basically they come out and they try and look, some of them look really smart. Others look like they have just sold 5 kilos of heroin and have dressed just after it. Like, literally like, wow, I've got all this drug money. This is how I'm going to dress. And then they do the Bill Burr bit, like, how do you feel? You're a member of the Buffalo Bills. I just want to thank God.
I want to thank God. Same shit the last lady guys said. So yeah. Shall we have a break and bring Freddie Quinn in?
Yeah, Dreymond, I think you called it. There's just no more pod left in this section.
Woo!